In every animation package, well, at least the ones that I've used, and even in traditional animation, you have some method to record where an object is at any given time in the animation. And this thing is called a keyframe. A keyframe is like a snapshot that keeps track of something's position, rotation, scale, opacity, etc. over time. The best way to explain how a keyframe works is, since you're probably sitting down watching this tutorial, that's the first keyframe. And as you lean back in your chair before you get out of it, that's the second keyframe. And then when you stand up, that's the third one. So if I were to rewind that and then play it back, all of the frames in between those keyframes are called in-betweens. And in Flash, for example, that's called tweening. So you have your keyframes, which pretty much dictate your position at one point, then another, and then another, and then you have your in-betweens, which the computer will interpolate or add on its own. So let's go ahead and talk about how to see a keyframe inside of After Effects. Now, upcoming lessons, I'm going to talk about how to actually animate certain properties. But for now, if you want to, just go ahead and bring in an image into the application. You can, of course, bring in this Mage Tower image to follow along. And if we go down here and we click on this guy, you see that this is what we're dealing with. I can press P on my keyboard, and this will reveal the position property. So to start animation, I'm going to be on my first frame here, and then I'm going to click on the stopwatch. This tells After Effects that we're ready to record some type of action. I'm going to click on these numbers and I'm going to drag to the left. We have just set our first keyframe. And if we look over here, the diamond represents just that. This is a keyframe. So now let's go ahead in the middle of this animation and we'll scrub the numbers again. And we have a new diamond. So this is one keyframe and this is the second keyframe. So all I have to do now is move the current time indicator and we have animation just like that. So that's an example of how keyframes work in this application and in many applications, 3D applications especially. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. This is our current time, and the way it works is the numbers indicate where we are in our animation as far as hours, minutes, seconds, and frames. I'm going to move the current time indicator a little bit and notice that these numbers change. So we have no hours, no minutes, but we're in the animation 13 seconds and 29 frames. I can click once in here and go to any time that I want by entering it myself. I can also click on this guy here with the Control key and I can go to that time as well. But if I hold down on my keyboard the Command or Control key and click, I can change what we're looking at. So here we're looking at frames. In here we're looking at feet and frames, which is how traditional animators typically work. So once again, you can Control or Command click on this field to change how you view the time code. And that's pretty much animation with the timeline. Pretty basic, but we'll get more in-depth as we do more and more projects.